be a voter, you need to be a U.S. citizen, at least 18 years of age by Election Day, and claim only one voting address. Check on your registration status online at chicagoelections.com. Click on your voter information, enter your address and last name. Already registered? You're ready to go. If you're not registered or need to update your address, watch our video on how to register to vote. Once registered, you may vote by mail, vote at any early voting site, or vote at your precinct polling place on Election Day. When you vote by mail, you can make your home your polling place. If you're considering voting by mail, watch our video that will guide you through the process. Early voting is another option Illinois voters have. You can avoid the lines on Election Day by voting at any of the designated early voting sites. To find early voting sites, go to chicagoelections.com. Click the early voting link for hours and locations. Before voting, get your sample ballot at your voter information on the website. Then make the notes that you may bring with you when you vote. All early voting locations have touchscreen voting. You will be issued a ballot activation card. Insert the card with the arrow up. Voters are encouraged to bring notes to simplify how they plan to vote. Make your selections. Review the ballot on the screen. If you want to change a selection, touch that choice again and then make the new selection. Be sure to hit Cast Ballot and wait for the card to eject out of the machine before removing it. On Election Day, you must vote at your precinct polling place. Your precinct polling place appears in your voter information. At your polling place, you may use the touchscreen or the paper ballot. Follow these instructions for the paper ballot. To assure that you're voting the right ballot, check your ballot style number on your sample ballot with the number that appears on your paper ballot that you receive on Election Day. To mark a selection, use the ballot marking pen to draw a line to connect the head and the tail of the arrow. Don't scratch a thick line or a groove into the ballot. A simple line will do. Select only one candidate for each office, unless the instructions say otherwise. For example, for this office, you may select up to 2 candidates. The write-in space is for writing in and voting for a candidate who is not on the ballot. If you write in a candidate who's not on the ballot, connect the tail and head of the arrow just as you would for a candidate whose name appears on the ballot. If you make a mistake on a paper ballot, go back to the judges of election, ask them to spoil your first ballot and give you a new one. After you've made your selection on a paper ballot, insert it in the scanner. If it kicks out for any reason, you may tell the judge to accept it as it is, or make changes, or get a new ballot. Our poll workers are there to help. Feel free to ask questions.
On Election Day, do I need to bring my ID to vote?
You shouldn't need ID, but ID comes in handy if there are questions about your voter status, or your signature has changed, or if you need to update your registration. So bring it just in case.
Where do I find my voting polling place?
You can go to our website, chicagoelections.com, and click your voter information. Type in your address and name to retrieve your voter information. If you have any additional questions, call us at 312-269-7900 or visit our website at chicagoelections.com.